Hello, Ron here, and I'm out here with the DJI Mini 5 Pro, and this is my first kind of night flight, or I guess technically you can call this the blue hour here, which is, what occurs after sunset here. So again, we have the new DJI Mini 5 Pro now. This doesn't have any special night mode in it. It just, it just knows when to do the night mode stuff, judging by the light here. So I did shoot this in D-Log M, but all my settings otherwise are auto because they say they leave it in auto because that's when the auto ISO works the best, or the dual ISO works the best. And for your best low light performance, you should film. They say in everything auto and then D-Log M. Yeah, here is the Margate fishing pier, and they light this thing up, so it's a good subject to film at night. I've done this with previous drones, probably the Mini 4 Pro, so you can see the light coming off the pier, reflected into the water there, the waves moving, and this, I can tell you already, this looks better than it did on the Mini 4 Pro when I did virtually the same test here. It really looks good here. And in the background, you see Atlantic City down there with all the lights. And somebody may say, well, why don't you go down there and test it with all those lights in Atlantic City? Well, Atlantic City is not the safest place at night, so I'm not flying a drone down there at nighttime. So my little town isn't lit up like that. But this pier kind of makes up for not having a well-lit city like down there in Atlantic City. So again, settings were, again, I keep repeating myself, but everybody says keep it auto as possible, again, so that dual ISO will take over, and then shoot in D-Log M and use DJI's own correction LUT. Outside of using DJI's correction LUT, I did nothing else to the video in the editor. I didn't lift shadows, I didn't add noise reduction, anything like that. So I'm looking at the sky here, and I don't see a lot of noise. I don't. I got to give him credit. I don't see much noise in that night sky there. The blue sky, I'll call it. And in the shadows, the shadows aren't bad. They're definitely not crushed there. Again, I don't have a real light town. Now, this is Atlantic Avenue, that main street. It goes all the way off the island here. It goes all the way from Atlantic City, to the end of Longport. And those green lines are really green there for bikers. So here comes the car. So that lights up real well. I think to the right there is what is that there? As I'm panning around here, it looks a little darker looking this way. Oh, we found the sunset there. Looking good there in the distance down Atlantic Avenue, but definitely the houses on the left there, there's not much light coming from the beach, so they're getting crushed in the shadows there. But that's just because of lack of any light at all, coming from the beach area. And there on the left there's the library, which I'm kind of parked right at the end there. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little quick test of the low light shooting conditions for the Mini 5 Pro, and we'll see you at the next video, folks.